Okay, this is a healthy, hearty, creamy vegetable soup. Let's take a look at what's going on. So here we have some green peppers. You can do the same thing with cauliflower, baked potatoes, onions, and other veggies. Basically just cut them up, put a little olive oil on them, and some salt and pepper. And put them on a cookie sheet in the oven, and they were roasting at 425 or something around that for about 10 or 15 minutes until they turned brown and golden and fragrant, just like this. Okay, step number 2, we're going to put these in a blender. You can see while we're doing this while it's hot, you can see it steaming out. That'll be important. Okay, all the peppers are inside. Our next step is just to add some milk. And basically it's going to be 1 part pepper or 1 part milk. Kind of get a sense of what we're doing there. Put the top on. I'm going to go ahead and blend it. We're not going to over blend it. We're going to leave a little bit of texture in there. And because we did this when the peppers were warm, it's already nice and warm and ready to go. Now we're just going to take this, put it directly in a saucepan sitting on top of the stove. And this is about the consistency you want. If it's any thicker than that, you can add the milk directly into the pot. And we're just going to turn this on a medium and let it simmer. Okay, I've gone ahead and tasted this, and it needs just a touch more salt. Touch more pepper. I'm going to go ahead and add just the smallest amount of sugar as well. And secret ingredient, the smallest amount of curry. If you don't have any of these things, you certainly don't have to use it. And maybe just a touch of red pepper as well. I'm going to go ahead and mix that in as it's simmering. And the whole point of these types of soups are that it's a thick and creamy veggie soup. We're not having to use butter and flour and build it up from a roux. We're just simply roasting vegetables, tossing it in a blender with a little bit of milk, and then simmering it up with a little bit of salt, pepper, and whatever else you care to use. Okay, so you see the soup is bubbling up. Because it's milk-based, we want to make sure and stir that and keep that incorporated. And that means it's about time to take it off the heat. And we're going to go ahead and serve this up. Okay, so just finished plating this up. Take a look. Color and texture. See how thick and creamy that is? So that's a thick, rich, healthy, hearty soup. Again, just to review, what we did is we cut up some veggies, some bell peppers in this case, put some olive oil on them, some salt and pepper, roasted them on a cookie sheet in the oven, then threw it in a blender, added some milk. I use non-fat milk in this case. You can certainly use whole milk or 2%, even go the French route and add a little bit of cream. And let's go ahead and garnish it just a touch. Here in the oven, I have a couple of quarter pieces of pita bread. And I literally just cut a piece of pita bread or pocket bread, depending upon what part of the country you're in, into quarters and threw it in the oven while the veggies were roasting up. And that's a great crackery, crisp garnish. Healthy, hearty veggie soup. And this is absolutely fantastic for you. Just some veggies, salt, pepper, olive oil, and milk. Takes about 15 minutes, and you're all set to go.